Alright, Schlockmeister fans, we're going to watch one of my all-time favorite movies. Cheech and Chong's next movie. Let's check it out.
Hey, what are you doing?
This tastes like shit.
I gotta go to work, man, with these clothes. Cruise, is it?
You're driving like an idiot, man.
I just can't get used to this automatic, man.
Yeah, well, they are complicated, aren't they?
Yeah. All right, Holmes. Who'd you sell them to?
Me.
Oh, man. Shit, man, we're gonna starve to death, man.
No, not with me, man. I'm a good customer. You got a light, man? What?
Yeah. Hey, I don't think you better light it in here, man.
Why?
These gas fumes, man.
Oh, man.
Hey, Cheech, where's that one supposed to go crash through?
Oh, I think it's that one. Yeah.
Hey, man,
It's Body by Jake. Remember him? Chong smokes a cockroach.
Oh, God. God damn, man. I hope I can still have babies.
What?
Hey, give me a drink, man. Come on, man, give me a drink.
This?
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead, man. Help yourself.
Hey, man, let's pee.
Man, watch the bumps.
Oh, that bump there?
Yeah, watch
Oh,
out.
you probably spill it all over if I hit it real hard.
Come on, man.
Oh, I'm so very sorry.
It's not cocaine, it's soap.
Hey, man, that's soap, man.
No shit. Hey, don't drink that, man.
How are you, sir? Hey, I was just gonna call you.
This is one disgusting toilet.
I took the van out over there and I kept it because I was gonna take out the and the gypsy stole it. Ah. I hope Donna comes pretty soon, man. Hope she hasn't eaten. We got something for her. A tube steak smothered in underwear.
Michael Winslow from the Police Academy movies.
Mexican Americans love education, so they go to night school and they take Spanish and get a B.
What is this here?
Cheech's cousin calls.
Hi, Red. When'd you get into town, man? Oh, yeah? Oh, it's so nice to hear from you. Hey, it's good to see you, man. How you doing, boy?
I ain't Cheech, man.
What?
No, I'm Cheech's friend, Chong.
Hey, Jen, glad to meet you, man. How you doing? My name's Red.
Yeah, well, you know, like, why don't you just give him his luggage, you know, and then we'll come back later and give you the bread.
Why don't you forget life?
Hey, listen, you
Hey, let
little...
go of me.
Hey, give him his fucking luggage.
I just brought down one bush, man. That's just the top.
Buds, man.
Yeah, I don't know how much to bring down. They smell good, don't they?
Right, how much you got in here?
And though he called the police on them, it's Pee Wee Herman who gets arrested.
Get out of me! Get out! Fucking moron!
Who'd believe it?
Where'd you get named like Ching? You don't look like a Ching.
My dad's Chinese, man.
What's your mom?
He's a waitress.
They end up in a massage parlor.
I'm skewer there.
That ain't my leg.
Hell do you think you're doing?
Treat me like a fool. Treat me mean and cruel.
Edie McClurg in an early film role.
Isn't that pretty? Oh, Daddy, could we have those for our Christmas tree? They change color, too.
to me. Oh, you smell familiar. How can you tell time by grabbing a donkey's balls, man? It's all simple, senor. First you take the balls like put us like that, and you lift them up like that. And you see that clock over there?
The comedy store night ends in chaos.
We gotta go back, man.
What do you want to go back for?
Hey, man, I left that bag of weed back there, man.
We can always get some more weed, man.
Meanwhile, Cheech is back at his place waiting for Donna to come over. And when she's late, he falls asleep and has a dream about her. Red takes him to one of his farms.
That's where we are. It's one of my fields.
Oh, wow, look at all the weed.
Oh, this is nothing, man. It's just a deer field, man. We can see the really good stuff.
And they get a visit by something a little otherworldly.
Nothing to do with this shit. Look at that. Hey, don't put your hand in there, man.
Man, look at that.
What's happening? Old man, we met all these chicks with a massage park, and we went on a spaceship. We're in a weed field, man. We got sucked up there in the spaceship, man. And they give us some space coke.
Alright, let's talk about Cheech Chong's next movie. Like I stated in the beginning, it's one of my favorite films of all time. It really is. It's probably one of my most watched films, too, behind Star Wars trilogy, the original trilogy, National Lampoon's Vacation, Strange Brew. This one's probably in my top 10, at least, of most watched films ever. Because it's fantastic, right? I first saw this movie back when I was in 5th grade. It was on cable. This was like March of '82, and it was on cable quite a bit, along with Up in Smoke. I saw both of them, but I like this one a lot more. And as I watched this over the years, I eventually picked up the... I had it taped on a beta tape originally with Up in Smoke and Still Smoking, actually, 3-on-1 beta tape, a BASF tape. It's one of the very first movies I taped, too. It was my 4th beta tape ever. So, anyway... I always used to describe this movie as I got it over or watched it over the years as basically a day in the life of Cheech and Chong, a plotless film. There's really no plot. It's just following them around for a few days, and that's what it is. Now, I felt vindication on that today. Not that anybody ever argued with me, because how could you? That's basically what this film is. But there's an interview on here with Cheech, a new interview that he apparently did for this Blu-ray. And he even mentions in there that it's a day in the life of Cheech and Chong, and there's just kind of just watching their adventures. But there's really no plot. Although he does say there is a plot. We go from A to B, but he kind of just basically echoed what I always said for years too. So I felt vindication for that. Anyway, again, what's the plot here? I don't know. It's just a few days in the life of Cheech and Chong. Memorable scenes, of course, is when Chong pulls out the what he says is cocaine, but it turns out it's soap. You know. For many years, I thought it was salt, but it actually is soap, which explains why all the bubbles and foam is coming out the window as they're going down the street. I never understood that for years until I figured out it was soap, not salt. But anyway, drinking the pee and the look on Cheech's face as he's drinking that pee, and this movie is just so damn quotable. I find things as I'm watching it today, my wife is like next to me watching this, and she's like, "Oh, you say that, you say that." Just strange little stupid things, little things, like even like when they were driving down the road, and Chong at one point is saying, "You're going to kill us, you're going to kill everybody." I say that all the time when we're driving, and my wife is driving, inappropriately, of course, because she's a fine driver. But anyway, yeah, so that's the movie here. Again, I can't really explain the plot because there really isn't one here. We have scenes where Chong smokes a cockroach, gets sick, coughing and hacking, and then when he clears up, he takes another hit. We have the neighbor next door, who's this prissy type guy. They actually are using his car to drive around, and they blow it up. And oh God, what else is in this movie? It's just endless fun. Was there any nudity in this movie? I don't think. Yeah, I guess there was. When they went to the massage parlor, there was a couple little scenes, if you looked quickly. Edie McClurg is in this movie. Now, Phil Hartman is allegedly in this movie, and I think I've known that for years. I can't find him. I don't know who he is, or where he is in this movie, or maybe he's one of the cops near the hotel with Pee Wee Herman. I don't know, or maybe he's on the street. I don't know. If someone could tell me where Phil Hartman is in this movie, I'd like to know. So, also, I believe the wives of Cheech and Chong, or the wives at that time anyway, are also in this movie. Evelyn Guerrero, she plays Donna. She played that same role in 3 other Cheech and Chong movies, or was it 4 other movies? I don't know, but she was a regular. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So Cheech plays dual roles in this movie. He plays Cousin Red. And you know, when I was a little kid watching this, I never realized that was the same actor, Cheech. I'm an idiot. So anyway, and also Pee Wee Herman, Paul Reubens. This is the first time that he played his Pee Wee Herman character on screen. So there you go. And we see him as Pee Wee Herman on stage as Pee Wee Herman, stand-up comedian. He also plays the guy in the hotel who refused to give Cousin Red his luggage back. So anyway, it's a fun movie. Like I said, there isn't a 20-minute interview with Cheech on here. Or was it 16-minute interview, I think? 19? I don't know, whatever it is. That's kind of cool, too. So, again, one of my favorite movies of all time. It looks really good on this Blu-ray here. And, yeah, so definitely check it out. Leave some comments down below. What else can you say about this? Let me know what you think about it. Cheech and Chong's next movie. To me, it's the best of the Cheech and Chong movies. I think a lot of people do like Up in Smoke, but I like this one the best. So let me know what you think about it and tell me what your favorite Cheech and Chong movie is. Watch it. Bye.